Your summer travel plans didn't just get delayed, they just hit a geopolitical brick wall, and the bill is coming for your bank account right now. And in the next few minutes, we're breaking down exactly why ticket prices are exploding. While you were sleeping, one of the most critical global transit zones effectively shut down. As of mid-April 2026, we aren't just looking at a few cautionary reroutes. According to recent data tracking from Reuters and Flight Radar 24, over 27,000 flights have been wiped off the global schedule in just a 2-week window. This is a large-scale breakdown of how the global air network operates. And this isn't just about flights. This is going to hit shipping, delays, and even the stuff you order online. If you're between 18 and 45, you've grown up in a world where a $400 ticket could take you across an ocean. That era is officially dead. We are now seeing economy seats hitting $3,000 just to get from London to Singapore. This isn't a logistics hiccup, it's a system-wide failure. In a moment, we'll show you the exact reason airlines can't bring prices back down, even if things calm down tomorrow. The Middle East isn't just another region on the map, it's a high-density transit corridor that connects major global markets. When that corridor becomes unstable, the entire system slows down and becomes more expensive. Today we're breaking down why your next day delivery is becoming a next month mystery, and why your favorite airlines are effectively stepping away from the region. Let's cut to the what happens next, because that's where your savings are taking the hit. This isn't a temporary glitch like a tech outage or a storm. It's a structural shift that will keep prices elevated until at least early 2027. Major players like the Lufthansa Group, which controls Swiss, Austrian, and Brussels airlines, haven't just paused operations. They've removed routes entirely through October 2026. Think about the math here. When dozens of major airlines remove thousands of seats from the market almost overnight, the remaining capacity becomes extremely limited. It's basic supply and demand, but under pressure. Air Traveler Club analysts are reporting that seats on the few safe remaining corridors are already costing 50% to 70% more than they did last month. If you are waiting for a last-minute deal, you are taking a risk that likely won't pay off. The supply is shrinking fast, and even if tensions ease today, insurance costs and regulatory approvals would take months, if not over a year, to stabilize. You aren't just paying for a seat anymore. You're paying for reduced risk in an unstable system. Airlines like Finnair and Singapore Airlines are now forced to reroute flights, adding hours by flying over longer, less efficient paths to avoid conflict zones. In aviation, time directly translates into fuel, and fuel is one of the largest operational costs. A 3-hour detour significantly increases the cost of a single flight. But there's another layer. Aircraft have strict weight limits. Carrying extra fuel for longer routes means something else has to be reduced. That often means cargo or even passenger baggage. This is one of the reasons behind the increase in delayed or offloaded luggage. In some cases, items aren't lost. They simply couldn't be loaded due to weight restrictions. You are effectively paying for longer flight paths and higher fuel consumption. That's a major reason why what used to be a $400 ticket is now closer to $150 or more. This is where it starts affecting your everyday life, even if you're not traveling. A significant portion of global air freight, especially high-value, time-sensitive goods, moves in the cargo hold of passenger flights. This is known as belly cargo. When routes get canceled, that cargo capacity disappears immediately. There isn't a quick replacement for it. Shipping these goods by sea isn't always an option due to time constraints, which creates delays across supply chains that rely on speed and precision. Supply Chain Dive reports that we're shifting away from instant availability toward longer and less predictable delivery timelines. The increased cost of limited air cargo capacity is passed directly to consumers. That means higher prices for electronics, fashion, and other fast-moving goods. Some airlines are adapting better than others. While carriers like British Airways and Lufthansa are pulling back, airlines such as Turkish Airlines and Indigo are expanding their role as key connectors between regions. However, there's a limit to how far they can operate freely. Airlines rely heavily on insurance to operate, especially in high-risk zones. If insurers classify a region as too dangerous, flights simply won't operate, regardless of demand. Right now, insurance premiums for routes near the Middle East have increased dramatically, making operations financially and legally difficult. This creates a situation where even if airlines want to fly, the risk calculations don't support it. So what can you actually do in this situation? For the foreseeable future, international travel will remain unpredictable and expensive. If stability is your priority, domestic or regional travel is the safer option. If you do need to travel internationally, tools like fare holds or price lock options can help manage sudden price increases. Some airlines allow you to secure a fare for a short period for a small fee, which can be valuable in a volatile pricing environment. Alternative routing is also key. Cities like Istanbul and Addis Ababa are becoming more important as connecting hubs. Flexibility with dates and early booking, often several months in advance, are becoming essential strategies rather than optional ones. What we're seeing right now is a shift in how global travel works. Airspace is increasingly influenced by geopolitical risk, not just efficiency or demand. Regions that were once central to global connectivity are becoming less accessible, at least temporarily. For travelers, this means adapting expectations and planning with more caution. Staying informed, being flexible, and preparing for higher costs are now part of the process. Because in 2026, a flight schedule isn't a guarantee. It's subject to change at any moment.